Over thousands of years amongst the vast galaxies throughout space, is it so hard to believe there was a time in space that went unrecorded? Over 40 million years of evolution long faded, all evidence erased, any past long forgotten, the remaining particles waved into space dust. Within the space dust, tiny microbes survived the horror of a deteriorating planet. Stripped of all that was known, the final elements of the former planet, now traveling into the deep coldness of space, becoming aimless gases, dust particles, and floating rocks, lost in space. Only collisions of the various elements give direction to what is now dormant microbes, deep inside the weightless rock that now gains momentum towards the unknown. The first collection of living matter to move away from a former home to find new ways of survival. These microbes of first consciousness collected the dust around them to keep themselves cocooned and safe from the elements outside. The quarks wrap themselves in atoms. The atoms then collide, stick and bind, forming solid matter, a safety barrier to travel the vast distance of space from one planet to another. Evolving from simple one-celled organisms that will fill out this vast new land, the light giving life, a moment to start again, a planet reformed, covered with organisms soaking up the light of the sun. The evolution of critters and creatures take form and take flight, reaching new heights. Then, once again, when all comes to an end, the tiny microbes, the last to survive this former Earth, will take to the skies once again, ejected into new systems, moving beyond the possibilities of former limitations. Nothing but one-celled organisms, evolving over 10s of millions of years to survive and travel the vast distances between each galaxy. Life in its many forms is inevitable. Is it so hard to believe forms of life went unrecorded, falling to the realms of imagination? This is the imagination of a place with its own tales. It is a place where all that you once thought up has come to grow. Welcome to a land with many paths ahead on your journey. I, Ryan Dillon, but wish you the very best of luck on your quest to understand the adventure that has become mine to write. This world is now yours to expand. For once a dream put down on page, it is you that brings this world of dystopia to life. The intelligence of consciousness that once existed so long ago, a floating comet, they were spawned from an exploding planet. The only remaining evidence was a deteriorated, lonely rock. One lost chunk separated from billions of tons of stone, ejected, projected, pushed by force into the recesses of space, forced from its now non-existent home. The rock itself is just a rock. However deep within the unconscious, life hibernates, sleeping and unaware of the current dilemma of moving further and further away from where it once was, a part of what it used to be. The rock floating without care, despite the random projectiles, the colliding collisions of an exploding universe, galaxies with 1 million solar systems, all moving in formation, inviting the rock into the A-path ahead, velocity, and calling the rock with the current of fate giving momentum, the rock moving towards a new home, the rock and its contents unconsciously rolling, tumbling into the deep cold recesses of space and the beyond. Unknowingly, unwittingly, deep inside the rock, tiny microbes live, unconscious of their existence on the edge of a permanent end or rise to survival. The key to life becomes frozen in a moment, unconsciously hibernating as each microbe travels asleep deep inside this lonely rock. Now just a speck of what it once was. The tiny, lonely rock holds an ability to restart, regain, reform, once landing, transforming into something new. Once again, this potential, this existence, now lays dormant, traveling to a new place to survive and thrive, unconsciously seeking a new planet called home.